This is Arden Street and it's about 3:30 p.m. and it's pretty quiet. And just around the corner is Lawrence Street and it is also very quiet. Just to make sure, I made 2 visits on 2 separate days just to see if there were any changes. To my surprise, on the other day that I filmed, I noticed large tankers lining up to load and unload flour from Western mills. And in this otherwise very quiet industrial street is the newly built Arden Station. It is part of Victoria's big build and serves as a transport hub for what is to come. It opened November the 30th, 2025, operating on the Sunbury line. Arden is the first station when travelling into the metro tunnel from the northwestern end of Melbourne. I alighted from the Sunbury-bound train onto an almost totally empty large island platform. Natural light pours down, reflecting off the granite surface. And in addition to this natural illumination are very large cylindrical lamps that direct strong but diffused light. They work by using flexible LEDs mounted in the perimeter, but the magic is within the internal reflecting drum itself. The exterior is painted sunset yellow, which you will find out later on. This large 15-metre wide platform serves the Sunbury and Cranbourne-Pakenham line and implementing the platform screen doors, which are standard with all the metro tunnel stations.
Good afternoon, welcome to Arden Station, 326 East Backham service, welcome to...
Ascending the escalators from the platform, you enter the first concourse, which is once again huge and bare, with just the one commuter, other than myself, and devoid of anybody else. So, are you starting to see a theme here? This very grand high-tech station, built currently for a few commuters and customer service staff, but of course, that is not the full story. Natural light is drawn onto the main concourse by a 16-metre skylight which illuminates and reflects off the granite pavements and walls. As you look downstairs, you notice just how bright it is, unlike some of our loop stations. The main feature design of Arden is the brick arches, roughly 100,000 clay bricks that were hand-laid and locally sourced. When I was filming, I noticed a strong, warm, late afternoon sun coming from the west. The plunging arches catch the light, creating these beautiful textured shadows. You will notice that the arches are not symmetrical, but slightly skewed, and I marvelled at the engineering involved to create such a striking structure. Walking from one end of the station to the rear exit, one feels this calming rhythm of light, shadow, and cathedral-like grandeur that soothes the senses. The rear exit, or western end of the station, faces out to open land, the M2 freeway, and the Balti Bridge. At the back of the station is Millie Lane. This is used for station operations, vehicles delivering essential maintenance supplies, but most importantly, an unobstructed space for emergency vehicles, example, fire, ambulance, or police. At the front of the station, you get the full scope and dramatic scale of the architecture, which also incorporates an open space plaza, which is raised due to historical flooding in the area. It has integrated drainage as well. The artwork at the front is called Come Together, a universal symbol of welcome and the meeting of diverse communities. The bus stop at the front of the station in Lawrence Street services the 241 route, which connects North Melbourne train station going to Yarra Bend Park, a highly frequent link to help commuters move around the local area. So this is where it gets interesting. These old industrial buildings are past reminders of Melbourne's manufacturing, transportation and milling boom that goes back 150 years. The Western Milling Building may have a heritage overlay, but the business is possibly shutting down, making way for the area's soon-to-be urban transformation that will include roughly 3,500 new homes and affordable housing, and a network of new parks, plazas and community facilities. So in the near future, this currently very quiet industrial area will gradually see housing, schooling and parklands as the old manufacturing zoning is phased out. Planning a transportation hub first before building high-density housing corrects the mistakes of the past. A good example of this oversight is Docklands, Melbourne. The Arden Oval is virtually at the doorstep of the new station, the home of the North Melbourne Football Club, and so when the Kangaroos do host an event, which is 10 to 15 matches per year, and at those times Arden Station can expect up to 1,500 football fans going through the turnstiles. If you are heading to see North Melbourne's AFLW team or the VFL and VFLW sides, this station is an absolute game changer. It drops you right on the doorstep of the action, bypassing tight local street parking. Right now, Arden feels like a bit of a ghost station. Why? Because it was built for the future, not the present. So, until those high rises go up, the platforms will remain eerily quiet.